Ever wish another mom would tell you exactly what mistakes to avoid and every secret they know about the industry to make entrepreneurship and real estate easier for you? That's exactly what I'm going to do today. My name's Alisia Krastel, and if you're all about growing your real estate business, netting more money while still having time to spend with the people you love, make sure you hit the subscribe button and we will get started. In this video, I'm going to share with you the most important things I've learned in the last 15 years that you should be doing and you should avoid to help make your life easier. I'm a mom of 3 kids, 12, 11, and 6, and I've been able to create a 6-figure business all by relationship based and have a second business. And I've built it all around my family being a priority. And I've helped a ton of other moms do the same. The very first piece of advice I want to give is that this can be done without sacrificing your family. You will hear a lot of noise out there saying that it can't be, that you have to work 24/7, that it is a grind, and I'm here to tell you that that is not true. Number 2 is you get to define what that success looks like. Is it 20 transactions, 30 transactions, 100 transactions? Whatever it is, everything is okay, and it's what works best for you and your family. Your income goal is yours and yours alone, and it's nobody's business whether that's good enough or too much for them. Once you know what it is you want, then we move to 3, which is creating your business plan and outlining exactly how to get what you want. I have a business plan video that I'll link below that will walk you through every step. Having a business plan also safeguards you from shiny object syndrome. So if it's not on your business plan and things that you do, then it is a no for you. It's a really easy way to protect yourself from getting sidetracked. Number 4 is becoming really familiar with the 80-20 rule, or the Pareto Principle, which essentially says that 20% of your activities gets the majority of your results, 80%. The 80% of stuff that you do gets you 20% of the results. So we have to identify those activities that get you the most results. If you're new, that's going to be a little bit of a learning curve, and you have to sit down and talk with someone. If you've been in the business forever, you know we can identify what is your 20% that really gets you results and figure out a way for that 80% to be minimized in your day. The 20% is not supposed to be as complicated as everyone makes it. For me, it's create a piece of content, 1. 2 is to create a conversation with someone I know or don't know, another human being. And then 3 is to celebrate, honor, appreciate someone in my sphere, which is usually through a card. Those things drive my business. It wasn't a million things. I know if I do that every day, the business drives itself. The 80% brings it across the finish line. The other thing I want to say about the 80-20 rule is that this works for your life, your personal life, and your family too. Identify those things that your kids really want you there for, they're really important to you, and you don't budge from those. Those are your 20%. Those are the things most important to you, most important to your kids, most important to your partner, your parent, whoever you are spending time with. You can use this rule for that also, so you're not worried about, the 80% of the things that they don't really care about as much, but you're super present for the 20%. 5 is moms are beasts at working smarter, not harder. And you know this. There's a reason they say, if you want something done, go give it to a busy mom, because she knows how to be efficient and get it all done. Please utilize this in your business. Work smarter, not harder, and that includes the 80-20 rule, your business plan, and making sure everything you do has purpose. You're not letting anyone waste your time. Comment smarter if you know what I'm talking about with that and you want to work smarter, not harder. 6 is you need 3 pages to be really successful. You don't need this huge crazy plan, this workbook. You need 3 pages. A business plan that outlines how much you want to make and what are the terms that you're going to make it on. Like if you're making your kids' baseball games or basketball games, that's part of your ultimate goal. I want to work 25 hours, make 120 grand, and I want to make everything my kids do after school. Great. Now you outline your business plan, exactly how that comes, where the sources are, where does that business come from, and then the activities you do there. That's page 1. Page 2 is your communication and appreciation plan. That's your month to month. Okay, my business plan says this. When am I actually doing those activities that are in my business plan? Month to month, it's 1 page. You outline the most important things that need to get done. Those things on your communication plan and appreciation plan are basically your 20%. And then the 3rd page, which might be multiple pages depending on how many people you have, is your sphere, writing down the people who are influential in your life, knowing who they are, and figuring out what is important to them in life and helping them get that. Those people, it will be your 3rd page. If you can identify those 3 things, you can make any goal happen in real estate. Number 7 is if you have kids under 18, Get with your CPA and talk about possibly paying your kids legitimately for doing things. It's such a huge tax benefit, and your kids do not have to be of working age to be able to do this. You can have babies who model on your social media. You can have my 6-year-old can stamp envelopes. It is legitimate and it's a huge benefit, so it's worth having a conversation with your CPA. Which leads me right into number 8, which is read the book Tax-Free Wealth. Really helps change your mindset about how taxes can be an advantage for you and how the government actually wants businesses to use the tax code to help pump money back into the economy. In addition to that book, there are 3 other books that I suggest reading that can make a big impact in your life, and I'm going to link that video down below as well. Number 9 is no comparing. It is real easy in the real estate industry and sales in general to look over here and see what so-and-so is doing. They're either doing more, or they look like they're making more money, or they're closing more deals, but you have no idea what they're putting into that. You have no idea if they're paying for leads, how much they're paying for leads, what their splits are. You can't do that. You have got to stick to your own plan and make sure what you're making and what your goal is great for your family. Is your best clients will come from you doing things you actually enjoy. So give yourself permission to actually do things you like, take time for yourself as a mom, because they are business activities. Doing a mom's night out, I can't tell you how many deals that I've done from doing an occasional mom's night out. And I've never said, hey, I'm a realtor, would you like to use me? It's always the other moms saying, hey, have you met Alisia? Wouldn't you much rather be doing an activity that you actually like than being in a networking group that's forcing people to be together who may not have the same values? It just makes sense. Like, the whole world is a networking event. We don't need to go force ourselves into places when we can be around people who actually have similar values and will be our jam, and they will be the easiest people to work with, the most profitable, and have the most fluid transaction. Mostly. Not always, but mostly. And this will take a minute for your head to brain to really wrap around that you doing stuff fun for you is actually work. It's something that you're going to have to consciously tell yourself over and over again, that this night out with these moms or this workout group is actually work. 11 is understand your mom guilt more. It's never going away completely. It just won't. But we can understand, why do you have it? It's natural. And really examine, what are you feeling the guilt about? And I like to, whenever I'm feeling a lot of mom guilt, I go through, like, what if one of my friends was telling me this exact scenario? What would I say to her? Spend time there when you're feeling that and really think through it in your head why you're feeling that. Does it make you a bad mom? Maybe it makes you a great mom that you're actually thinking that. And really go back to that 20% with your family. Are you giving them the 20% that they really wanted? And sometimes your kids, you're feeling guilty about something that your kids don't even know or care about. Number 12 is it's okay to invest in yourself. Please know this. Watched over and over again how easy it is for a lot of agents to drop $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 on a program to better themselves when a mom is struggling to justify spending a certain amount of money. You are worth it. And you, out of everyone, will make sure that that money is held accountable. Make sure it's investing in something that's really something you want to do and you believe in, and you will make the decision that that money will make itself back. There have been times when that was really a struggle for me, and when I did commit and say, yes, I'm worth that, and I know I can do it, there was no turning back, and it absolutely was a total success when I did it. 13 is trust your gut with everything from lead gen, with whether a client is right for you. You have this sense, really, really great honed sense as a mom of what's right and what's not. 14 is brand yourself. You are a brand, even if you have no logo, even if you have no materials to show that you are a brand. Your brokerage is not your brand. Your brokerage might support your reputation, but it is 100% not your brand. And that does not mean that you have to have a logo. This crab was a crab that I just developed over time. It was not always a logo. I was just posting stuff about crabs, and then people started to get to know me for crabs. As weird as that sounds, it irks. 15 is social media can be your best friend or your worst nightmare. You have to decide, are you going to use social media as leverage? Because you do not have to be on social media. There's no rule. There's plenty of agents who aren't, but it can be amazing leverage. From video to post, anything you can do on social media, it can be amazing leverage. You have to use it as such. You can't kid yourself and say, okay, well, I'm on it all day and I'm just scrolling. No, that's fun time. That's relaxing time. If you're like, I'm going to go on here and connect with my top 30 people, go through my list of people, the one of the 3 pages, and see what's up with them, connect with them, maybe comment on their stuff, see who I might be able to send a card to. It is purposeful. You have intention, and you're not spending all day there. You're spending like a half an hour there. 16 is you have so much value, and at times you may forget about it. You may question the value that you have. You have an unbelievable amount of value. Just as you being you, take out the marketing, everything aside from that, you as a person have so much value to your client. The skills you've developed as a mom, the skills you've developed over time, your specific talents. Question, am I doing enough? Am I doing what the other agents are doing? Typically when I hear that, you're doing more than the average agent, and we're just not acknowledging all the special things you do. The easiest way to bring that out, well, not the easiest, but the best way to bring it out is to really look at what your superpowers are and what you're doing for the client. Write it all out. What makes you better than other agents? I know it's uncomfortable, but you are. There's a reason you're a better agent than another person. Maybe not for every client, but for the clients you work with, what makes you special? Own it. And if you've been in the business some time, I suggest having a hype box of either testimonials and letters and pictures and things people have sent you that say that you're amazing. And anytime you are questioning your value or you're having an off day, the best way to turn that around is to look at that hype box, look at the things that people said to you, but don't stop there. If you stop there, you'll still be stuck in that stage. So you want to take 1 to 3 of those pieces that people have sent you and then send energy back to them. Write them a card and say, thank you for always supporting my business, or whatever you want, encouragement, appreciation to those people. 17, if you can believe we got a 17. Imposter syndrome will strike you. It will. It strikes everyone. And the more you succeed, the more great things you have happen, the more listings you sell, the more you may feel it sneak in that you faked it. Like, what if the whole ground falls out underneath you? What if you're not the agent you thought you were? What if you just fooled everyone this whole time, or you just got lucky? And when it does happen, you say, I know this. I see you, imposter syndrome. This is a natural thing. This is because I've done some success. I know what you're doing here, but look at my hype box, which we just referenced. Look at all the things that I've done. Look at all the people that appreciated me. I see what you're trying to do, but I kind of have the evidence that I am the shiznit and I do know what I'm doing. So carry on. 18 is to find some people who are like you, who value the same things, who understand this business the way we're understanding it. When you go into the office, if you have a brick and mortar office, you might see people who don't look like you, who don't appreciate the same things that you do, who are missing birthdays, who are caring only about being the top producer. Find them on TikTok, on social media, in your local real estate chapter, at the Board of Realtors, wherever you can find other moms who are doing the same thing as you, the better off you'll be. Because it's not fair to look at someone doing 400 transactions a year with a team of 20 people when you're trying to close 30 deals, but you make $210,000 a year. You could be doing amazing, but it will feel like you're not doing enough. Because what I know about moms is that they are achievers, and there is never enough because it's not defined. That's why we go back to the business plan of what we want to do and how we can get there. If you're looking for support, check out the Mother Hustlers group on Facebook. I have the link below. There's a lot of great moms there. It's not just real estate, it's moms from every industry that can help support you, and we learn from each other. If you got value out of this video, make sure you hit a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so I know to make more content for you like this. See you next week.